Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we will be starting our new lesson. Its name is Environmental Management. Let's get started. We know that the existence of living organisms is impossible without environment. So, it is our primary duty to play a crucial role in maintaining balance in the nature. In this lesson, we will learn how to save the nature and to conserve the environment. Let's get started by recalling our previous knowledge. Ecosystem. An ecosystem is a place where different biotic and abiotic factors interact with each other and they are linked together through the nutrient cycles and energy flow. For example, in this diagram, you can see a pond ecosystem in which there are some biotic components like frog, tadpoles, flies, fish, water weeds and snail. They depend on abiotic factors like water, pebbles, soil, sun, etc. Let's see the components of an ecosystem. Biotic components, which are the living components of any ecosystem. For example, plants, animals, decomposers like bacteria, fungi like mushroom and abiotic components which are the non-living components of any ecosystem. For example, air, water, soil, sunlight, temperature, etc. Let's see which role biotic components play in particular ecosystem. Green plants in an ecosystem play the role of producers as they can prepare their own food without depending on others. All the animals and birds as well as human beings are the consumers as they depend on other plants or animals for obtaining food. Some bacteria, fungi like mushrooms and other microorganisms or worms decompose the dead bodies of consumers as well as organic matter, means they play the role of decomposer in an ecosystem. Consumers are also of different types. Now we will see the types of consumers and the criteria for their classification. On the basis of different trophic levels of energy pyramids, consumers are classified as primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. In primary consumers, all types of herbivores are included which are in second trophic level of energy pyramid. All the carnivores are included in secondary consumers which are there in third trophic level of energy pyramid. Tertiary consumers including predators, animals, birds which are also called apex carnivores. What may be the relationship between lake and the bird on tree? Though a bird live on tree may enter in lake ecosystem for catching fish and drinking water. So, bird and lake are related to aquatic ecosystem. What is difference between Food chain and food web. Food chain is a linkage of an organism within an ecosystem with respect to eating and being eaten by others is called food chain, whereas the intricate network or intervening of food chain with one another is called food web. What is necessary to convert this picture into food web? The given picture is of food chain in which each link feed on the one before it and is fed on by the one after it. It rarely happens that an organism eats or is eaten by only one other kind of organism. It is more common that an organism may feed on several different organisms and in turn be fed upon by several different organisms. It is represented in the form of the diagram, and that is called as food web. So for converting food chain into the food web, more animals like bluebird, rabbit, rat, deer, tiger, etc. need to be added. If we add rat, it would be a food for snake as well as eagle. And if we add a bluebird, it would feed upon grasshopper and fed by hawk. Let's think. A bird building nest on a tree feed upon the fishes in nearby pond. Whether this bird is a part of both, that is tree as well as pond ecosystem? The answer is yes. The bird becomes the part of both trees and pond ecosystem. The bird building nest on a tree feeds on the fruits on the tree as well as the fishes in the nearby pond. Ecosystem a review. Ecosystem is formed by biotic and abiotic factors and their interaction with each other. Green plants plays the role of producer in an ecosystem. Green plants prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight in the process of photosynthesis. Here in this reaction you can see the glucose, which is the food of plant, is synthesized from carbon dioxide and water with release of 6 molecules of oxygen. Without plants, the existence of herbivores is impossible. Herbivores like deer, goats, sheep, cattle, horses, camel, etc. feed upon producers also important. Predators like lion and tiger prevent the overpopulation of herbivores are equally important. Question may arise in our mind that whether the caterpillars found in nature, organisms present in filthy places, termites, insects present in dungs are really useful? The answer is yes. Though they are dirty, they are responsible for cleaning the environment. It means that our existence is due to these factors present around us. Hence, we should care for these factors and should conserve the nature. At the same time, we should save the animals, which are different trophic levels in food chain. Each level in the food chain is called trophic level. Trophic level is the step at which the organism obtains its food in the chain. In this diagram, you can see the producers are at the lowest level, which is called first trophic level. In second trophic level, there are primary consumers or herbivores. Secondary consumers are there in third trophic level. Tertiary consumers are there in fourth trophic level, and apex carnivores, which are the predators, are there at the top. What is energy pyramid? There are different levels of energy exchange in the food chain. Energy leaving a trophic level is always much less than the energy that had entered it. The number of organisms also decreases from the lowest level to the highest level. This pattern of energy exchange in an ecosystem is called energy pyramid. Your textbook page number 37, there is one flow chart of different component of an ecosystem. Let us discuss this flow chart. In this flow chart, in an ecosystem, there are main two types of components, abiotic components and biotic components. Abiotic components, there are again physical factors and chemical factors. Physical factors are air, water vapors, minerals, soil, sunlight. In chemical factors, nutrients and salts. Biotic components again are of two types, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Autotrophic are producers, which are the plants. Heterotrophics are again consumers and decomposers. Consumers are animals and decomposers are fungi, bacteria and other microbes. Animals again are classified as primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumer. Again here, the nutrient and salts are classified as inorganic substances and organic substances. Inorganic substances are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, sodium and potassium. Organic substances are protein, carbohydrate and fats. On page number 37, there is one paragraph. See in this paragraph, what is given? Paddy is cultivated on large scale in various states of South India. Paddy field means a field of rice. Paddy fields are frequently attacked by grasshoppers. Similarly, frogs are also present in large number in the paddy field. to feed upon grasshoppers, and snakes are also present therein to feed upon their favorite food, frogs. Okay, means frogs are there in the mud of the paddy field, and to feed upon that frog, here snakes are also present. So here one question is given. Let's think, if frog population declines all of a sudden, then what will be the effect on paddy field? So think over it. What will happen if the frog population will decline all of a sudden? Then what will happen? The number of primary consumers, they are the grasshoppers, will increase. And the number of tertiary consumers, which are the snake which feed on the frog, will decrease. Next is number of which consumers will decline and which will increase. Here number of which consumer will decline? The number of primary consumers, which include grasshoppers, will increase, and the number of tertiary consumers, which include snake, will decrease. What will be overall effect on that ecosystem? Because of increase in the number of grasshoppers, paddy crops will destroy by grasshoppers, which may affect the yield of the crops. Also, the entire food chain will disturb.